God, I love you, and right now I need you. My faith is weak, Holy Spirit, please breathe through all my weaknesses and doubts so I can be near you, because this storm is too much for me to even see through. I don't know why tragedy comes and why you didn't intervene. Lord, I know that you heard their screams, so will you even listen to me? Why is it that you're absent? Why is it that you're distant? You could have saved them in an instant. Lord, did you miss it? Did you listen? Did you hear their cries? God, did you hear their cries? Did you hear their cries? God, do you hear mine? I know that you're there, but I need it to be true. I need your word to be more than just my proof. I trust you, Lord. You know that I do, but I can't help but ask, Lord, where the hell were you? Because this wasn't supposed to happen. I can't believe that it was. But it's times like these I see you more like a judge. Because if you were their father, then you would have got there. How can I look in that room and know that they're not there? This is beyond just not fair. Lord, did you just not care? I'm at a loss for words, and I think I'll just stop there. Because like that night, Lord, you aren't there. God, you aren't there. Lord, you aren't there. My son, I'm here. I know that you cannot see it clear, but I was so near. I was with them through every tear. Please know that my heart is broken like yours. What happened is not what I had in store. My plan does not include war, but sometimes a battle happens that I am not for. I did not create it, but it's true, I did allow it. And my heart was breaking with them, but they were surrounded. They did not die alone. I had angels by the thousand who comforted them in their pain and escorted them up the mountain. I wish that it wasn't this way. I wish that you didn't feel pain. I wish that you could see the sun through the rain, but one day you will, and you will call my name. And I will be there in an instant, and you will see my face. I cannot wait to hold you and tell you that I am so proud. I know your screams are loud, and son, I hear every sound. Please know that this is not the end, and earth is not your home. I might feel distant in this moment, but your pain is always known. One day, all the mysteries will be shown. But until that day, rest assured that you are never alone. You are never alone. You are never alone.
I hear these words echo over and over. The path is simplified, intensified, and closer to the truth I've been avoiding. I needed darkness to take me completely, defeat me, stomp me out in my weakness. Believe this, I had no other choice, or I'd have taken it. Been running on this tightrope with no fear of breaking it. I stayed adrift in misery, living with no safety net. I placed my bets and bluffed my way through suffering, uncovering the light again when crashing in Poseidon's wind. A silent glimpse of love came to save me. The subtlest of substances, so brilliant in its radiance. Humility has made me limp but whole again. A million dreams, I'll play it once. The soul will bend like light through a prism. blossom, knowing that it's only then the cycle is hindered. I'ma fight till the ending, by ending the only fight that I try to extend. It's my cement, it's life or death, it's discipline. It's time to dead the cyanide regrets and let forgiveness in. This pendulum of right and wrong inside is gone, I'm left with wisdom living on. Confusion lifted inch to long for whiskey dented fists and songs of anger, finding God again in chambers of the beast. After 8 days in the hole, I was exposed to defeat. Seeing all that I had sacrificed, I pacified my need, my clinging and my greed. Reaching deep within my dying soul, I tore out the disease. On the floor on my knees, tears pouring down my cheeks. I swore that I would be a better man, forward bring the better plan, and death would have to wait for my body at least, because my soul was at the gate. Growing old with every taste, insanely wasting in the weight of consumption. Something changed though, death and birth occurred in meditation like a rainbow. Looking to the sky was blinded with the sight of halos. Angels watching over me and holding me in cages, making transmutation possible. Not holding the philosopher's stone, soul in methodical motion, growing through obstacles, throwing out the bottles of old and opening articles. Still with golden volatile, the docile and aggressive nature, not the pious or the diabolical. Possess the language necessary to ingest the berries of this message, evident that it was heaven sent, directed to the adepts that have crossed the causal swords. The bodhisattvas and the lords of the Manakaya swords glide precisely through this curse of minds, inviting us to exodus, enlightenment. The eightfold path unfolding in a sobering environment. Been trying to avoid it, but no longer could ignore it. I push and pull with enormous strength, but it wouldn't budge. Three voices beckon me from the three poisons with love. Now hovering above me, something of a subtle substance, summoning a discovery. A matchstick scratched quick, tossed in the blackness. Perhaps it was a last switch, but that switch was thrown. This particular mechanism I speak of was known to influence past decisions badly. Gladly it is gone now. Ask me if I'm falling down grass and I had dropped my crown, but I'm doing better now and letting down the foggy shroud. Follow the sound of the voice of the voiceless. So next time I'm at that fork in the road, it'll be choiceless. It could be a lot worse.
To all the people who don't have voices, it's dedicated to y'all. Yeah, it's dedicated to y'all.
Be the change that you wish to see. Let go of the blame in your history. It'll only cause you pain and misery. Instead, just enjoy the mystery. Ask where my soul is and it's in the beat. And your negative words can't get to me. Last night I went through an epiphany. Heard a voice and this is what it said to me. To me, don't you ever skip a beat. It represents your heart and what's meant to be. You can never ever fight your own destiny. Hold on to the ride and just let it be. Lose yourself in the music and close your eyes. Lose yourself in the music and close your eyes. Lose yourself in the music and close your eyes. You were born with wings, you're supposed to fly, fly. Watchtower, I'ma build a wall, but I'm standing so high that I just might fall. If there is one thing I'd like to give to y'all, it's to answer with love and this the call. But your past is the past, but don't let your past turn into a mask. Don't let your mask turn into the path. You can make your own one, knowing that your own one you're running too fast. Take the time and enjoy the beauty. Truly, you need to breathe. It feels so good when you let go, when you finally push past the threshold and realize this world is all in your mental, and that means that you got infinite potential. Lose yourself and just close your eyes. You were born with wings, you're supposed to fly. There is no need to hold on to a past that you can't change, and no need to fear a future that's unknown. Live for this very moment. No need to be scared anymore. It's all in your perception, man. This whole world, it's all in your perception. You feel me? Yeah. I promised by the time I got to verse 3, you would no longer be thirsty. And if you are, then it hurts me. As deep as these words be, they're not worthy, but they deserve me. I wonder if they heard me. Lose yourself and just close your eyes. Lose yourself in the music and close your eyes. Lose yourself in the music and close your eyes. You were born with wings.
Every day I'm faced with new challenges, and I create my meaning. I decide what defines my narrative and who I want to be. Even when the world is breaking me down, oh, I know I'm getting stronger. Nothing that I've learned could be taken away, so I'm only getting wiser. Oh, I'm fearless, nothing can hold me back. Yeah, I'm fearless, I choose to be brave. 'Cause when each day is done, I wanna look in the mirror and be proud. So I'm fearless by living my truth. I have days, I know I wasn't my best, but I move forward. Learn from the past, with all mistakes I made it, baby. I trust myself more each day. Even when the world is breaking me down, oh, I know I'm getting stronger. Nothing that I've learned could be taken away, so I'm only getting wiser. Oh, I'm fearless, nothing can hold me back. Yeah, I'm fearless, I choose to be brave. 'Cause when each day is done, I wanna
We all have those days where we just don't want to wake up, or even the air in the room holds you down. And there are days where you beg the universe for any hint of a sign, just something to let you know that you're even remotely close to the right path. The kind of days where you doubt who you are and where you are or where you're even going. You anxiously retrace all your steps, wondering where the hell you went wrong. And where was that place that all those lines became blurred and the rope forked like a serpent's tongue, convincing you that you didn't even know yourself from Adam? Was it there that you split off onto the wrong course? And had you taken the other road, you'd likely be in much better shape, right? Or better yet, maybe the world wouldn't have fallen apart like it has. Maybe all the right pieces would have been in all the right places. And maybe you'd have found yourself, instead of losing your hope like an old love note you kept locked inside a dust-covered box under the floorboards. Yeah, that sounds pretty good right about now. We could all use a little faith in ourselves. We deserve that, don't we? Don't we? See, don't we deserve that? Don't we deserve to open our eyes and rejoice in the mere fact that we're alive, and that we woke up here, or that we can marvel in our existence? Isn't that good enough? Or is that too much to ask for? Because I'm starting to get confused by this whole rat race. You know, where we're chasing other people's dreams and comparing the wonder of what makes us us. Can you believe that? Let me tell you, I've stared into the dark and I've watched its lonely eyes look right back at me. And I won't lie to you, they pierce the soul no less than a sharp knife on a fresh piece of flesh. And it whispers into your ears into the silence of the night, just hoping that for a second you'll forget what it is you are. So hear me, my friends. Don't listen. It's a trap to think that you are not the infinite. It is a tragedy to believe even for a second that you are not the culmination of each incredible, improbable moment that led you to your existence. You heard me right. And those scars you carry, well, those are yours. So wear them with honor, like badges you've collected along your way. Place them over your heart one by one for all to see. And stand up straight. Hold your head up high. And don't you even think of wasting any more of your precious moments looking down on yourself. Wake up. You deserve that. You are human. You're alive. Wake up. You're a wildfire. Burn bright. Burn bright. Burn bright.
In these days of violence, it's hard to find some solace. The scars, they blind the iris between the eyebrows pineal. This life outside of here, behind the fear, behind the vices that provide the tears. You're dying to hear a new idea that's clear, that resonates inside of the spirit. I try daily to provide it in these lyrics, not disguised to hiding its appearance. Gliding high through the etheric, the message is simple. The blessing is in you. You're the answer to the question, the riddle. The vex is the complex and the simple. You possess the essentials to progress through the pitfalls. Lift off a vicious falter to kiss the altar. The wisdom offers words to the wise like Manly Hall, a mystic author, giving you literary knowledge from the scholar to the novice. Each one teach one, pass it to your man. We got this, it's obvious.
In this life, I come in peace.
Wisdom and understanding.
In this life, I come in peace.
These are the signs of the times, divine human nature. Through the trials and tribulations we will find something greater. Either we decide to speak or we agree to merely listen. We stand up and fight and find quiet in our wisdom. These are the signs of the times, divine human nature. Through the trials and tribulations we will find something greater. Either we decide to speak or we agree to merely listen. We stand up and fight and find quiet in our wisdom. Don't get bogged down with negative energy. You project it exponentially. Learn to love your enemy. We live infinitely. We just forgot our memories, our intrinsic sense of divinity. It's no mystery that we were meant to exist in peace. But we were tempted with sinister sins of the senses, riches, greed, and a ridiculous need for the material. You see it in the videos, bling bling, that shit is silly, yo. Really though it's meaningless, the media deceiving us. Don't get caught in the dream, there's something more for you out here. Beyond the countless mirrors, I'm breathing the mountain air. Astounding, pounding, paramount sounds of cheers surrounding my ears. Satnam is loud and clear. The lifting of the shroud is near. Rouse the seers and rebuild the foundation for the house of the spirit.
Wisdom and understanding.
In this life, I come in peace.
Wisdom and understanding.
In this life, I come in peace.
These are the signs of the times, it's divine human nature. Through the trials and tribulations we will find something greater. Either we decide to speak or we agree to merely listen. We stand up and fight and find quiet in our wisdom. These are the signs of the times, it's divine human nature. Through the trials and tribulations we will find something greater. Either we decide to speak or we agree to merely listen. We stand up and fight and find quiet in our wisdom.
Wisdom and understanding.
In this life, I come in peace.
The story unfolds, been struggling longer than anyone knows. So many dark days, been wondering when I see light. Been all alone and hungry, traveling down this long road. But the wait is over, and now it's time that I fly. The sky above is the only thing I'm reaching for. The sky above is the only goal I know. The sky above is the only thing I'm reaching for. The sky above is the only goal I know.
The sky above, I wonder if I could die from love. I know that I should cry from love. Now I am trying to get high from love, and I'm the buzz. And oh, what a rush, this ain't August. I wanna run, this ain't forest. I verse you, ain't the chorus. Doesn't it feel like destiny chose us to achieve the dream? Not everything is just how it seems. People wanna get jealous much. Those people, they just self-destruct. You just focus on what you love and the people's lives you touch. Why the crutch? And just stay true to your path, cause you never know how long it'll last. Just like that, at any second it could be gone. Thank you to the universe for making me strong. Living for my word, and you know my word is bomb. But still looking around, wondering what's going on. What is going on? Are we still breaking the dance until the break of dawn's on? Are you ready to yawn? Transform to another form way beyond what we think we're worth. We are here on planet Earth, flying through the universe. Die tonight, then rebirth. What we think we're worth. We're here on planet Earth, flying through the universe. Better die tonight, time for rebirth.
The story unfolds, been struggling longer than anyone knows. So many dark days, been wondering when I see light. Been all alone and hungry, traveling down this long road. But the wait is over, and now it's time that I fly. The sky above is the only thing I'm reaching for. The sky above is the only goal I know.
There is so much that you know, but there is much more that you don't. All the rest is in your soul, so let it go. Get the flow moving like it's meant to do. You know this music was always meant for you. There is no point in trying to bend the truth when all the different paths end to you. It is something I don't pretend to do. I'm a friend to you, love I send to you. The mirror could be a mentor too. Close your eyes and you'll get a better view of what you are and where you're from. Not too far behind the sun, near the star, the brightest one is where it all begun. Let's run.
The sky above is the only thing I'm reaching for. The sky above is the only goal I know. The sky above is the only thing I'm reaching for. The sky above is the only goal I know.
We keep searching for our soul, trying so hard to not let it go, finding words of light in caves of darkness, finding words of might for slaves of hardships. It's hard to look back at your life when you've lost your hindsight. It's harder to look ahead when you're hiking in night light. And when the time's right, your fear will become your inspiration. When your mind fights, your tears will become your separation. For if an angel cannot cry, and an angel cannot die, then how could they be an angel when it takes death to fly? My mind, body, and soul creates a triangle that tries angles to square dance in circle. We keep searching. We keep searching for our peace. Trying so hard to slay our inner beast. Our needing is what gets in the way of our wanting. Our choosing is what takes us away from our hauntings. But my soul chose to be on the stage during God's act. But my ego's trying to say that it's a breach of contract. So I rock that cradle till the child falls asleep. So the autumn leaves that wash the street never become obsolete. Pause the beat and find more breath when your heart stops. You could never feel silence if you're living in the click-clock, tick-tock. A bracelet of light replaced my wristwatch. So when I look down for the time, I remember that it just stopped. Where are you right now? Who are you right now? What has become of you? Have you done what people have expected you to do and what's convenient for your life? Have you placed inverted headphones inside of your skull trying to block out your inner voice? Have you followed your heart, or has your heart followed you? Being dragged by the chains of your brain, patiently waiting for you to mold the key out of God's fingertips and place it into your third eye, allowing your physical body to be self-realized that you are nothing short of a miracle, of beauty. You are a creation of love, a manifestation of a dream. And who am I? I am not a poet standing on the stage. I am not these words coming out of your cage. Who am I? A stranger, a friend, a beginning to your end. Am I a traveling poet? Am I a homeless man? Am I a child looking for something to do? No, I am just a reflection of you. So when you clap for yourself. When you make judgments of others, you're only judging yourself. When you forget to meditate, you're not trusting your breath. And if you're standing still in life, you're just running from death. So live like you are everywhere and everything. Dream like there is no such thing, love, because you are alive and grateful for this moment. So now, where are you? Now, who are you? When you look in the mirror, do you not see God? When you see war and terror, do you not see God? When you feel love, when you feel fear, do you not feel God? And if you don't, then look at this poem and know that God sees you, feels you. You think that life feels like a movie? This is just the preview. Child, I will use your body for my voice to speak through. And no, you are not the chosen one. Why? Because there is only one. And no, I am not your answer. You are. Knowing that everything comes from inside, you can now rest. No more worshipping, no more searching. You are at peace with yourself. Don't try to answer the questions, try to question the answers. The infinite source will guide you towards both. It's been quite a lifetime. And it's been quite the time life. You've done good. You've tried. You've done real good. So hard. And now you can breathe by choice, knowing that you are perfection. And each person that comes into our lives is there to teach us a lesson. So don't forget the two most important ones: love and gratitude. So, when you clap for yourself. When you make judgments of others, you're only judging yourself. When you forget to meditate, you're not trusting your breath. And if you're standing still in life, you're just running from yourself.
imprisoned in twisting spells. Are we the plaything of fiends, or merely the dreams that we're telling ourselves, telling our stories of danger, fearless attack, specters of plague and pain. All of these ghosts of our own delusions are back. Have we been fighting in vain? Fighting in vain.
Right now, while you listen to this song, there are millions out there wondering what's going on. Sitting in the room feeling they did something wrong. Rather than feeling the pain, they'd rather be gone. Lying on the bed, lost in this vision. They fought so hard, but the feeling is overwhelming. Trying to find God, cause they just wanna end it. Feeling terrified, this could really be the ending. Been lied to, but I know this fact. This is permanent, there is no going back. Feeling scared of what's on the other side of death. I should be grateful for each breath, it's crazy. I don't think I'm quite ready to rest, just maybe I'll stand up and see this is a test after all. Just because I am different doesn't mean I don't deserve to be living, huh? Bring it on, pain, bring it on. I'll survive you, my spirit's strong. I gotta learn to have love for myself before I ever learn how to love somebody else. See it clearer, I am not a victim, I will be a victor. I am on a mission for a better world, so I must create it. If I don't stay in it, tell me how could I change it? Maybe this pain is really a gift to make me stronger and to survive through the mist. I could pull the trigger, I could take these pills, I could do these drugs until it makes me ill, or I can find the strength and I can fight right back. Meditate and get back on the right track. Get a little older, wiser. Maybe I could tell my story, I could be a writer. I lay back and I close my eyes. I dream of a better life. See myself how I wanna be and not give up until that is a part of me. Right now there are others that are feeling this pain, feeling all alone with the world to blame. Together let's pray that these thoughts go away, and let us remember that tomorrow's another day. So when it comes, what life will you create? One based on love or based on hate? One based on peace or one based on pain? Which story will we tell our brains? So rise up, know this one truth, it'll get better, and I love you. I don't need to know you, I just need to show you. If you feel alone too, angels here for you, to guide you, it's inside you. If you die tonight, a part of me dies too. Please stop going down that dark hole. Breathe and become the lost and found soul.
Cracked letters, broken words, shattered sentences, pages ripped out straight from our memories, blood used as ink that has dried like our tears, which have dripped from our cheeks and fell into the sun, burned through the fire that was once used to love, but cleansed through the water back when it used to run. But the waters run dry, and the light has burned out, and the thunder became proud of striking lightning through clouds. We beat on our eardrums until they bleed our history out. words that have been misheard and stories that have been mistold. We hear what we want to hear, see what we choose to see, and feel what we want to feel to justify what is real. We beat on our chests to calibrate our hearts, each pound of pain feeling like an earthquake. Vibrations echo through my chest like the voices of our ancestors chanting in caves. I could still hear the sound of my history coming back after all these years, haunting me, reflecting through pain, and I haven't even looked in the mirror yet. Distractions being used as defense mechanisms, hands that are cursed to freeze everything they touch. I am the crusher of innocence, the tainter of beauty, yet I am also the creator and the perceiver of it, the believer and the dreamer of it, the seeker and the achiever of it, so why not claim both? They say the entire universe is inside of us. Well, most of the universe is made up of dark matter. So why do we deny our darkness when it is part of our nature, where the heart is to cause glaciers to melt from the hotness? So stop this monotonous story that we've been telling, lies that we've been selling, truth that we're neglecting. For the darker the darkness gets, the brighter the light can shine. Do not deny what is inside to satisfy the outside, because one of them will die along with ego and pride. Are you willing to pay the price? Within the darkness lies an empty space of silence, where the isolation forces me to find love within my own being. After all light is temporary. The stars will burn out, the sun will die, but the darkness will eternally be there to continuously reignite it. For it is the background in which the light gets painted on. It is the infinite, boundless place of space and time. It is the unsung hero. It is the unloved child. It is the art that is never looked at. Everybody wants to admire the light without honoring the darkness. That is like admiring the paint without acknowledging the artist. The darkness sometimes dreams of becoming the light when it feels lonely, only to be seen for one moment in time. If only it could be seen for one moment in time, but it knows that is not its purpose. It knows it doesn't need their love. And it knows to truly serve the light, it must provide enough contrast to allow each star to shine, so it stays in its place and plays its role, destined to never be fully seen. But the darkness believes in the light so much that it has given up its everything just to allow it to shine brighter. So I say now to my inner darkness, I see you, I honor you, and I know your purpose. You may not be able to receive this love, but I know that by shining as bright as I can, it is the best way I know how to honor your sacrifice.
I'm thankful for this gift of life, for the dark that reminds me that I am light. I'm thankful for the blessings that are yet to come, for being shown that we are one. I'm thankful for the things I see, the others might not, for the visions I've had, though at times I wish that they'd stop, but they didn't though, and now I understand why. I'm thankful for the spirit in this vessel, knowing it can't die. Thankful, so grateful, love is what made you. Thankful, it created you, love will save you, the love of angels. Thankful for the game, young Mickey Mantles, love will stay true. Thankful for the unseen forces at play. One dream lived in seconds seems like a whole day. I'm thankful for lucid dreaming, and when I wake up, thankful to remember and interpret its meaning. So thankful that when I sleep I return. Celestial bridges, sky temples, what senses perform. Deja vu, but I never said this before. I'm just thankful that I survive when the dimensions were torn. I'm thankful that time really doesn't exist. For your guidance moments we spend, I'm still soaking it in. Thankful for this art form, thankful that I'm star-born. Thankful for consciousness back before the stars formed. Thankful for the path I've been guided on, that's got me this far, though the shadows still aren't gone. I'm thankful for the pains and my hardships. I've been through a lot, no questioning where my heart is. I'm thankful for these trials, these lessons I learned from. Like reincarnation, no one leaves till the work's done. I'm thankful to overstand, thankful that when I reached out, yes, there was open hands. And for that, I'll be forever in debt. I'm thankful for that. Now thinking back, I should've thanked you for that. I'm thankful for all that I have, all that I've lost, all that I've gained. Honest when I say things wouldn't be the same if we chose otherwise. Thankful, remembering these lessons from other lives and other times. Thankful to exist everywhere at once. I'm thankful for this. Divine origins, time distorted. Less time stressed and more time recorded. Thankful for all those who betrayed me. How could I stay mad at y'all? I'm just glad they found the Babylonian stall catalog. Looking back at life without me, thankful for the gods, peace to my space brother Kalki.
I'm infinitely grateful for my mother that housed me, intensely grateful to have discovered galaxies. To the brothers that doubted me, you made me stouter and gave me power hourly. To cowardly beings that showered me with demons, you empowered me, it seems unseemly though it may be. You redeemed me and gave me a divine mental. Now I dream and bathe in sky temples. To those who aided me with signs sent to me, I'm grateful for your time and energy. Infinitely grateful for my soul and mind synergy. When I wrote these lines, divinity spoke and chimed them endlessly through me. From my throat to my spine's jewels till I open my mind truly. I'm grateful to a host of sublime rulers, but I'm also grateful for ghosts, liars and fools. They awoke me and provided tools for my progress in a samsaric odyssey. I'm grateful for the goddess and her cosmic progeny. I'm not grateful for misogyny and the gods wicked that war with me, but I'm grateful because in time they'll listen and walk with me. I'm grateful for every level of sentience, every rebel and brethren that sought me on my trek to the heavens. For depression and nescience, since they brought me progression and prescience. For messengers' lessons, for the endless blessings. For my kin's friendships, and for those that didn't befriend me. For the visions that tempted me, for the rhythms they sent me, like visions of Enki flowing water. For not knowing my father, because he walked away. For my thoughts astray, for my father's gazes. For what I wrought today, what I'll author in days to come. For the rays of sun and my amazing sons. For their dazing puns and the days that are glum. For the maidens that shunned me and the ladies I shunned. For my goddess divine, for the baby we wrought from our minds. She taught us to shine bright like supernovas. Taught us to be righteous, truthful and sober. I'm grateful for my soul kindred, for their glow infinite. For moments intimate, for atonement and the intricate tones of the symphony of life. For epiphanies of light and for the energies of night. For epiphanies of light and for the energies of night. I trek past plains and vast plains, blessed with ash and rain. My past is strange, but I'll master the pain like back in the days. Start acting amazed at life on a path where you stray from strife. Ahimsa, non-violence is the principle. Beyond the islands of invincible divinities, be centered in symmetry with centuries of symphonies. You're meant to be in synergy with densities, energies. From Gaia to Andromeda, the sky's astronomies beckon thee. Reckon the lies in Deuteronomy's lessons. Rise above the promise of messages they sonically bless you with. The oddity of Jesuits, you ought to be celestially fit for this odyssey. You're blessed and gifted, but you probably forget what your gift is. They left you with bitter laws of death and promised you little more than breath. Eternally praising a creator that'll burn you in braziers and murder you lest you serve him and praise him. But there's limitless gods. Don't be limited and lost. Your vision is fogged by a prison of dogma. Envision it and dodge the jinns and mirages. The goddess is your hearth, she fostered you from birth. never stray from this divine knowledge. Praise her and find solace unending, which is based in truth. Tend to your faith in you and have faith in youth. Escape this coop. They raise you and breed you like animals, and slay you and feed on you like cannibals. All sentient beings are born equal, but senses deceive you with forms of evil. We're sworn to be peaceful, we're meant to be leaders in this century. We're all avataras, taras and maras, yet good and evil invert so you can see through the curses. We reap the hurts of the people that nurse us. Be meek, let your worth be a secret. Seek your purpose deep in the earth's deepest recesses. Then breathe lessons to your kindred. Please don't let them be hindered by elitist threats. They'll reap winter when they meet their deaths. I speak possessed, but it's not by demons or devils. Yet I need them to meddle with me sometimes, to lift me to the sunshine. One rhyme is a quasar, blinding in the shade's darkness. Stay and hearken to my writs. I offer them with wit like my wrists and palms. When I press and bond them to cast away the shadows as the night screams. I have to stay in the gallows, or so it might seem. Straying in hallowed pipe dreams will only make you shallow. It won't enlighten your deeds, it won't enlighten your seeds either. You breathe ether from the third density. My word's immensity is likened to none, like herbs and sensi to a lichen in the sun. I heighten you with puns, word to your NC. Ask him what he can do, ask him what he truly knows from within. His duty is to show you your sin and debase you in the face of a god. Disgracefully odd in actions and requisites. They bask in the best of it and ignore the half that's the rest of it. I'm sorry if I cast him in a desolate fashion. I guess it just happened that way. I fast and pray, and when I eat, I'm conscious of my feast. When I speak, there's conscience in my feet. I'm conquering the beast with my thoughts on paper. Honest in my speech, it's all gone to vapor. But etheric templates preserve it. It carries through empty space as you heard it. It's sent through a maze of supernally immense caves, till it furthers the densities of sages and serves them for centuries and ages. But for the moment, I only search for atonement. Hone my skills on a lonely hill, purposefully waiting for the churches of Satan to finally be toppled like the lying in the Gospels. I'm crying in a hostel of injustice in a ghost town of trustless low frowns. I'm cussing, I know now that Lady Justice is blind. Slow down and pray, trust and you'll find a way to restore her sight with a ray of glorious light. There's a stray door in the night. There's a stray door in the night.
The soul indeed has the perfect blueprint, or the soul can also have wounds, karmic wounds from trauma, from other lifetimes. So, not that these wounds are not repairable, but in order to repair them, you have to get in touch with your soul. If you want to change your genetic structure, if you want to change your relationship to time, if you want to bring about healing, I'm now thinking of healing as biological creativity that can only come from the level of the soul.
I'm a lonely soul, atoning in the zones of Sheol. It's my only goal. I pray to the gods as the rain falls. Stray with the artist of beings, the opposite of modest and gleanings. My topic is the season we're in. Even as we breathe, we sin. How to escape this? They say power is greatness, but they cower from Satan. They've forsaken their gifts for fake shit. Caught up in this makeshift reality. Cough it up, you can taste the fallacy. Paper salaries, everything you see here, a touch is an illusion. Freed from fear, you'll clutch the solution. Lust is confusion, your deceitful peers thrust you in a noose. Society's tightening the knot. You're fighting till you drop, but it's utterly useless. Embrace your death, face your test till your faith is blessed. Start uttering truths, don't waste your breath and be a muttering goof like your brothers in coops. Revolution starts within. You need change, feed it to your brain. Rebel troops spar with kin, but they all heed the same God within. We're all lost in sin till we see the path paved in the frosty winter. Heeding wrath will only cause your ending. I bleed math and linguistics, seed laughter, reap happiness and bliss. I seed wisdom in rhythms and reap visions sown in bleak prisons. But I decrypt them and grow till I meet Krishna. Why do we suffer so much? Suffocated in a cold clutch, so we grow accustomed to the cold's touch. I used to smoke Dutches and drink like a fish, but my soul told me I mustn't sink in the abyss. So I ink it in these writs. If I think it, I can lift to the skies and soar with Garuda. From all the lies I'm sore, but I'll rise and roar like a Rudra. Don't be surprised if more follow. Wars hollow in humanity's fears. I plan to be a spear in God's hand when he stands in tears. From the vanity of peers, their insanity and jeers. That's my namesake, righteous spear of God. I strike fear in their hearts like a strange snake. My venom is of a strain that awakens the slain and slakes their brains' thirst. Pain bursts in nerve endings, but the rains from the earth cleanse it. Heightened senses as enlightenment enters. Don't fight it, it's senseless. Be the light's apprentice. Your might is rendered once you've entered the night and sensed that fright only blights your sentience. You might be tempted to choose flight, strike that enter and choose life. Who's right and who's wrong? You use knife, I use gong, and resonate in your mental. Sound reverberates in your temples. Pacing is essential to reaching your goal. I'm teaching your soul, hatred is detrimental. Impeach it and grow, flow forth like currents in galactic oceans. The occurrence of these fractal notions is concurrent to the grasping of a flask of magic potion. Drink deep from the Pierian spring, think deeper than the theory of strings. Clearly what I sing is worth heeding, words worth keeping like Wordsworth's speeches. I'm an unearthly beacon. If you're thirsty, I'm bursting with secrets. But first you should seek in the earth's deepest region, your subconscious. Conquer the monsters that dwell there, quell fears and hell's peers. Delve like a seer into the river Styx. As the rain falls, you'll be delivered from this. You'll be delivered from this.
If you can have your attention on the timeless, even in the midst of time-bound experience, you will first of all feel free, and secondly you change your body. You will nurture your light body. You know, spiritual traditions talk about astral body, subtle body, causal body.
Right.
Now we can understand these levels as information and energy, and in fact as photons, which are the carriers of information and energy, which permeate the whole universe.
Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside of us while we live.
I watch from a bird's eye's view, a traumatized child in the body of a lost and blurry-eyed youth who socializes in a wild yet godly fashion. An odd bastard that plays his cards rashly, constantly harassed by demons in his mind. He seems to be confined within it, blinded by his sinning, walking in hells and awkward cells, lost in this gel's samsaric vastness. But he talks in spells to harness the madness. An artist with a canvas that stretches past the farthest pastures on the sordid atlas. He's soaring past them as he writes. Voices hoarse and raspy spite him in his ears, but he blasts and strikes them with his peers. Astrally likened to an eerily masterful lichen, a shaman with phrases, neuro-linguistically gifted hacker, intrinsically mystic rapper. With Hanuman's grace and agility, he displays his abilities, attacking opponents unspeakably wicked with his crafted omens. He seeks to be lifted past the zones that he dwells in. Hell's sins engulf him, but he delves and swims like dolphins in the flames. In his brain he adapts and evolves till he maps it all. He's a heavenly being, but he's a tarnished angel. He's meant to be gleaming, but he's scorched and strangled, contorted in angles that are far from yogic. Still he blossoms like a lotus and spars with foes, with bars as potent as the stars that glow. He hardly notices how much he's suffering much of the time. how could he clutch this? It's too much for the mind to grasp. The pressure would confine and collapse the best of minds. They would crack under the test of time, and perhaps eventually be blind as bats of an elemental kind that lacks ultrasonic capabilities. So he alters sonnets and willingly assaults his demonic tormentors with sonic clauses that mentally harm them like the jaws of a saber-toothed tiger. He aims to save the youth from liars that degrade the truths of messiahs and saviors. He aspires to sage's wisdom and despise it in pages written.
I killed a part of me that wanted to die. Now we stuck inside a glare of my eye, staring back through a mirror, paralyzed in my mind. He's stuck forever mine. His mind is lost to something he may never find, unless he climbs inside his heart and walks the path of the divine. And yet he may never shine. The pain only gets worse after the incline. Stumbling downhill, bobbling his weak mind. He feels the devil grab hold of his spine. He fights for his life as he strives to rise. Already dead, forever trying to be alive. As fear wraps around his soul like a vine, he seems to shift the pole, take control of his time, breaking the mold as he's holding the triumph. Gold in this moment, spoken with giants, revolting in ascending alliance. Reconceives Zadi and dying. Conscious and shit resembles prophecies of the Mayans, equivalent to 3 kings arriving as Zion. Worlds colliding, iron tongues defying tyrants. Rhyme design, sharp darts incising. My mind is flying in all shapes and sizes. To reawake the lifeless like ISIS is priceless. Life's test has got my mind stressed. I'm a divine mess, progress in this quest as time stretch and break away from bondage. He doesn't feel how much his soul has been tarnished. An honest man followed by carnage. It's hell in every bar spit. It's even hell in his apartment. His real home is a park bench in pure darkness. He wants to be rid of his demons, repeating with every darn wish. But he doesn't understand the consequence. The reason his power has harnessed is obvious to everyone but him. Rising above from sin, releasing the God from within, repairing the wings the devil once trimmed. He soars from the ground and is gone with the wind. You can hear him sing. In the breeze there's a hymn.
He sits by, seemingly idle, but his mind is focused like a laser's thin line. He begins to see, as if with a big eye, and consistently nature's energy gets pride. Upon entering, it swims beneath gently with its tide, blending into a symphony, rippling inside, pulsating like molecules rotating. His body begins to glow faintly, brightening at a slow pace, but with a consistent growth rate. The light giving off is sharp like shark bites. His arms contact is like vice jaws of life ripping off. The dark ignites, he moves through worlds not unlike one before. The panther companion to the Menzo Baranzian who brandishes starry night scimitars. The stark white-haired archetype brought to life by the author of Ice Dale's crystal shard. He calms his mind until it starts to light the snowfall that lines a pale winter yard. Not yet disturbed by footprints left by birds or any other animal with which such steps occur. For a time brief, he finds peace in this world of big wet concerns. The human wasteland and that's the earth. He meditates and levitates above the brainwave spans of lesser girth that slaves who behave as commanded exert. He swims through the sky like a plastic bag being blown by the wind in July. When he surrenders his concentration, it once again acknowledges the things that enter his eyes. His time away provided by way of the psychic train his mind creates by pretending he's blind. Arrives at his final place, end of the line. He returns to a world that splinters his spine. He can't stand when he's inside, which is why I split the line beginning this rhyme. The segments of the corolla of a blood lotus are centripetal the line.
Happiest that I've ever been. I used to always lose, thinking I could never win. There was this anger that I kept within. Then I let it out, exhale, breathe love, and I let it in. Now I sit here and I look back, think about my past, but it's behind me like a book bag. I always carry it right up on my shoulder. It's just that I won't marry it, cause I know it's over. And the future's looking so bright, and this moment's feeling so right, I'm glad that I gave it to the light, that light, cause it washed away all of my right, alright. Not fearing a moment that might never come. It taught me to be grateful for this present one. No longer scared of a moment that might never come. It taught me to be grateful for this present one. I'm so grateful for this life and everything that it's given me. I'm so grateful for this light, knowing that it always lives in me. This is my prayer of gratitude. Yes, I really just want to give my thanks to you. Blessed, I'm grateful for everything I had with you, have with you, the joy, the love, and the laughter too. Change is a part of life, we know that. So once I leave, I won't go back, cause my soul's on a journey eternally. I'm never alone, God never deserted me, kept me on the path even when I didn't know. You gotta go through pain if you ever wanna grow. You gotta have the faith that you're really just a soul, and most of the pain is coming from that ego. But now I really know it serves a purpose. This temporary world can't tell you what your worth is. They'll kick you down and make you feel worthless. You're more valuable than every diamond on this earth is. Shine what's inside, as the song say. Smile with some pride, you came a long way, and now you stand strong only because of it. Instead of judging it, learn to fall in love with it. I'm so grateful for this life and everything that it's given me. I'm so grateful for this light, knowing that it always lives in me. This is my prayer of gratitude. Yes, I really just want to give my thanks to you. Blessed, I'm grateful for everything I have with you, the joy, the love, and the laughter too. Thank you for what you have given me. Now I know the spirit of you lives in me. The whole universe lies deep within me. That must mean that I'm God's mini-me. Nah, I'm kidding me. That's the kid in me that just wants to have fun like it's Little League. Swing batter, going for the home run, so I can fly back to where my soul's from. But wait a minute, since that's everywhere, that means that I'm already there. So from that perspective, why do we really care about getting there? We can have it anywhere, right here, right now, breathing heaven's air. Look in the mirror, you will see an angel there. No longer scared of a moment that might never come. It taught me to be grateful for the present one. I'm so grateful for this life and everything that it's given me. I'm so grateful for this light, knowing that it always lives in me. This is my prayer of gratitude. Yes, I really just want to give my thanks to you. Blessed, I'm grateful for everything I had with you, the joy, the love, and the laughter too. I'm so grateful for this life and everything that it's given me. I'm so grateful for this light, knowing that it always lives. I've been walking down this road, backpack on, not knowing where to go. And even though my thoughts are getting heavy, deep down, I know that my heart is ready to become what I wanted to be, not what everyone wanted to see. Turn ice rock to water fluid, but I wonder if I really could do it. Alright, yeah, I must have had enough. I know that it's all coming from your love. I still question what I'm really made of. I feel this reality is made up. I am just another character. You are just another challenger. I scream in dreams, but nobody hears me shout, and when they do, they don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, yes, everything will be. I know, until the thing kills me. I will become stronger and grow. Heaven's waiting for me to come back home. Now I'm coming right back home. I know, this is where I really belong. Going home, and if home is where the heart is, then I must learn to love everyone regardless. I was wondering how long the stressing lasts. I then learned that it's the lesson for the path. Traveling, even if I am destined to crash. Blast, beauty created in the aftermath. Looking at comets that are flying through the sky, crashing into planets, making you and I. Who would have guessed that reflects our own lives? We're too busy getting buried in our lives to look up and then begin to realize that we are stardust and we're destined to rise. So please, don't be afraid of your demise. Let your tears flow, even the ocean cries. It's so beautiful how a birth happens during every single funeral. Somewhere in the universe a soul takes flight. Even if it seems wrong, just know it's gonna be alright, yes, everything will be. I know, until the thing kills me. I will become stronger and grow. Heaven's waiting for me to come back home. Now I'm coming right back home. I know, this is where I really belong. Going home, And if home is where the heart is, then I must learn to love everyone regardless. Once you realize this is all an illusion, I promise it'll wash away all the confusion. This entire life is a flash of light. To the universe, you're quite the handsome sight. A beautiful gift, it gave us the world as a place to forget that we are eternal, just to experience all of the beauty of rediscovering ourselves. Truly, love is the answer when there is no question. Your body is holy, honor the blessing. Even when you're stressing, you don't have to be pretending. But when the pain is ending, just choose to learn the lesson and breathe, integrate, feel your fate. Let's keep a date, see the way that we escape and dance in the cosmos for a little bit. If you use your imagination, I will visit it. Hi, nice to meet you, remember me? I just wanted to say thanks for being a friend to me. Once an avatar and now an entity, it was such an honor just to get to know your energy. Alright, yes, everything will be. I know, until the thing kills me, I will become stronger and grown. Heaven's waiting for me to come back home. Right now I'm coming right back home. I know, this is where I really belong. Going home. And if home is where the heart is, then I must learn to love everyone regardless. Can't give what you don't have, huh? Yes. The big bang started with the sound of a boom. So the day comes, you finally come out of the womb. Your brain is a sponge and it has so much room. Don't know about life and you can't even assume. Then you start forming thoughts based on what you see. So you become a reflection of society. And the things you couldn't control are the things that made you. You become a product of how your parents raised you. School is telling you what to do and now you don't know who you are. Wanting the feeling of pushing the demons, but loving is healing it through your heart. Getting the wisdom for your thoughts, getting the vision in from the sparks. Pretending you're killing them from the sunset, the one from the one internet scream to God. Wondering if they hear your calls, touching them trying to heal your scars. Now you're alone, talking to yourself, to the mirror on the wall. I could hear what the demon wants, but nope, I am not giving in. Did you take the blue pill? Which world are you living in?
Mirror on the wall.
On the wall.
Can you teach me to love myself? Beyond the vanity, teach me to place no one above myself. Can't keep eating like this. I won't keep eating like this. Begging you, mirror on the wall.
Life teaches us to not be selfish, so we end up not knowing who the self is. We try to satisfy everyone else, so we march slowly towards our own death. If not, click clock, do not stop or hit rewind. Turn everything off and make the most of your time, cause you never know when you'll run out. I've been living in the darkness, now it's time to come out and bust out like I've been holding back. Been holding on, must let go of that. I show these shocks that I know to rap. Through the broken mask, I sold the trap. Never thought that I'd be alone, but that doesn't mean that I'm on my own. As long as it's rough, I'm tough with the trust from above and love, so it brings me home. Home, it's acoustic on my bed. Eyes closed, soul roams through the music in my head. Cosmos, oh no, do not lose it as my faith follows. Oh show, I'ma choose it, meditate, lost souls.
Mirror on the wall. Can you teach me to love myself? Beyond the vanity, teach me to place no one above myself. We can't keep eating like this. I won't keep eating like this. Begging you, mirror on the wall.
We grow up being told what to do for a cause. Puppets on a string listening to the boss. Trying to find our purpose and looking for a cause. You're wondering how someone is running around still feeling like they're lost. As the media keeps telling them what is beautiful, they look in the mirror, see they're unusual, without realizing where the beauty comes from. So it ends up, it's their own truth that they run from. Angel in disguise, you can't hide your wings forever. The hazel in your eyes is just covering the weather. Azazel from the skies, and I'm praying to get better. But the danger in your lies is what's keeping us together. Vision is hidden, but wisdom is written within the beginning of quotes. Spinning and ripping and killing a mission, just giving them a bit of hope. Living with sin and pretending I'm in it, but really I am just a dope. Heal me cause I am broke, healing and selling, and now my spirit is choked. Cause
angel in disguise, you can't hide your wings forever. The hazel in your eyes is just covering the weather. Azazel from the skies, and I'm praying to get better. But the danger in your lies is what's keeping us together. Angel in disguise, you can't hide your wings forever. The hazel in your eyes is just covering the weather. Azazel from the skies, and I'm praying to get better. But the danger in your lies is what's keeping it together.
remember the first day my music laid its eyes on you. My heart skipped a beat, we were in harmony, I was in love with you. Under the full moon I kissed your lips and they tasted just like innocence. The sands of time fast rewinds and climbs back up my fingertips. That's when the child inside of us that needs love was no longer neglected. Our hearts have been shattered, so we do whatever we gotta do to protect it, I get it. But maybe we've been holding on to our pain for far too long. Frozen, the stillness is telling us to move on. But I would lose all if I don't got you. Look at what that story cost you. We found ourselves in each other, so what would happen to me if I lost you? My beautiful mirror. Because of you I see all of my shadows clearer. With eyes closed I still see you.
Having trouble breathing in. Having trouble breathing in. Having trouble breathing in. Having trouble breathing in. Breathing in.
When our eyes meet,
Having trouble breathing in.
I can't look at you.
Having trouble breathing in.
The thought of losing you,
Having trouble breathing in.
I'm so in love with you. Love's a connection, becomes a reflection of what's resurrecting within us. One's a direction, the touch is a blessing. We give out whatever it gives us. Instead of give up, let's give love, not to each other, but to ourselves. In that black hole that fills up, convinces us that it is us. Tired of running, so shatter me into pieces. I'm a puzzle, trying to put itself back together. Chaos, show me what peace is. The lines within our palms, they fit perfectly together like dovetails. Dragonflies that paint the sky. Imperfection shows us that love's there. So breathe in, let go, surrender. Angel, I got you. You were never broken, you were just outgrowing the wounds that tried to stop you. You inspire me, beautiful soul, you help me grow. You make me wanna love better. I just thought that you should know.
Having trouble breathing in.
When my inner child is hurt,
Having trouble breathing in.
when our wounds clash,
Having trouble breathing in.
I'm so sorry.
Having trouble breathing in.
I just wanna love you.
Breathing in.
Right before we kiss,
Having trouble breathing in.
when our souls merge,
Having trouble breathing in.
when you reflect me,
Having trouble breathing in.
show me what I can't see. I am not your enemy, it's not the outside world that we are fighting. Our wounds are beautiful, the cracks in our heart are there to let light in. I'll kiss your scars, for each one is a rebirth that was created. We've only been destroyed till we get a chance to rebuild what was taken. Our souls are naked without a body, galaxies colliding. Learn to love each other's darkness until light breaks right through the horizon. Forgive ourselves for defense patterns of emotional survival. Even the symbol of infinity gets stuck in a cycle, there is no denial. The only way to grow is to stretch our souls way past our comfort. The only way love can last is if it's ourselves who we love first. So I wrap my arms around myself and take a breath. When I exhale, unconditional love is left. We are blessed. You're my blind spot.
Having trouble breathing in.
You're my flashlight.
Having trouble breathing in.
When we're chest to chest,
Having trouble breathing in.
when our hands slow dance together,
Breathing in.
consume me.
Having trouble breathing in.
Let us face our egos.
Having trouble breathing in.
We are infinite.
Having trouble breathing in.
I love.
Looking back upon the path and I can't believe my eyes. The boy that I was and the man that I've become, breaking through some memory. I still recall the scene from across the room, like something right out of a dream. And now I sit here trying to find the words to show you my love, but they don't come, they just stay locked up in my eyes. So I will vow until the day high and I'll sing when the winter comes.